quite interesting dynamics to be dealing with these days. So the gig economy, and I guess some of you may have heard of this in its other term or other name, which was crowdsourcing. The gig economy is really becoming something that I believe organizations need to prepare themselves for. So effectively what it means, and the term comes from, and if you guys, you've got a few entertainer friends, DJs or some sort, they normally talk about being booked out for a gig. And effectively that's where the name came from, which is being able to provide your services to a variety of clients, and over a period of time, or a short period of time, but effectively delivering something of value over a specific period to multiple people, as required. And I guess that whole gig economy conversation takes a different shape today with us impacted by COVID and the work from home. So I guess it kind of enables a lot of that gig economy of gig workers to get access to quite a few clients. So what does it mean effectively? I think we're seeing an international trend in this gig economy starting to pick up quite rapidly, and I think in the last 6 months it's actually started to spike quite rapidly. I think in the UK there's about 15% of the workforce are gig workers. They're expecting that to hit 25% later this year. In the US, about 34% of them are gig workers, and that's probably going to hit the 43-45% this year. And I think it's a sign of times, right? You look at where things are moving. The need for organizations to be able to flexibly increase capacity or velocity of teams with specific skill sets and augmenting your existing teams is becoming a reality, right? So I think where we're going now is there's a couple of platforms out there that help organizations, and gig workers sort of meet, right? So there's this platform of sorts that allows you to connect a gig worker with an organization. So I don't know if you guys have heard of them. There's Upwork, there's Fiverr, Freelancer, People Per Hour, and really it works. The concept of it is really a case of trying to match a need or a demand with supply, right? Like, a gig worker would put out their resume out there and potentially respond to requests from organizations. And there's a lot of control and quality control around it. So similar to your Uber driver that you rate 5-star or 1-star, similarly you can rate the freelancer. So it creates a sense of quality in there. And I think this is where we're moving to, is this world of how do you leverage and augment your skill sets and your teams with these sort of very accelerated uptake of skills for a specific requirement, and be able to effectively bring them into your teams, use them and kind of release them. And I guess today with COVID, it's a case of, how do you do that internationally, and potentially getting people outside your country to potentially work in your teams, especially since we're all working from home. So it doesn't really matter whether you're sitting in SA or whether you're sitting outside the borders. I guess you just got to work the time zones out. But effectively, you get virtualized international teams working on your tasks. And I think that gig economy is really going to become something that gets accelerated out of this COVID pandemic, for sure.